What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode we got ourselves through the Rocket Hideout in the game corner here in Celadon City. And then we also made our way over to the Pokemon Tower to complete the top floor of it. Once you get the Silscope, you can identify the ghost that's blocking the stairway to the top, and then fight a couple of Team Rocket members and get the Pokemon Flute from Mr. Fuji, which allows you to get to Fuchsia City for the 5th gym. Now, I went ahead off camera. I went south of Lavender Town because there's a Snorlax blocking the Route 12 right here. So it's also east of Vermilion City. I went ahead and blocked that. Took on that Snorlax and made it move, and then did all the trainer battles on Route 14, 15, and 13 east of Fuchsia City. But in this part, I'm going to do the Snorlax to the west of Celadon. I cannot talk to start this. And then we'll make our way down Route 17, which is also known as the Cycling Road. I won't do all the trainer battles on camera because I would like to do the gym today, but we'll just see how everything's going. But right now I plan on doing the gym. So if you go out this way real quick, I want to go up here actually. And I can't remember if we fought these two, but nope, I guess not. So I guess we'll do another double battle to start this. As I've said before, double battles are my favorite in these games. I don't know why I enjoy them so much, but I just do. And they have a Rapidash and Ninetales. So for the most part, all my Pokemon are at least level 35. I think Parasect is 36 as well as Jolteon. So been getting some good training. Hypno, as you see here, learns Psychic, which is like the best Psychic type attack in the game, as you would kind of assume based on the name. But so yeah, getting a lot of good training. The Fuchsia City gym is Poison type, so I did not mean to use a Mega Kick on Rapidash. So Hypno will be one of our star players. Nidoking could also be a good factor, knowing Dig, but can't really use it against the Coughing line because they know Levitate, so they're not immune to ground type attacks. I'll also want to get Charmeleon some run too, because Charmeleon is going to be a big key in the Saffron City gym. We'll probably get him fully evolved in this part, honestly. So that'll be good to get our starter fully evolved, and that should do it. I'm trying to think if you might have saw there quickly when we were using Charmeleon's moves that it learned Flamethrower at level 34, which is what I thought it was, so that's good. Flamethrower, as I said, is, in my opinion, the best fire type attack you can get. Yeah, Hypno learned Psychic, Jolteon, that's its moveset, level 36 as I said. Parasect's still the same, jeez, that was a crazy voice crack. And Nidoking, still the same moveset, just up to level 35. So yeah, everyone's pretty much equal in level, which is how I like it. Let's go ahead and head out this way. You want to go in this house here, talk to this girl. Oh dear, you found my secret retreat. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. I'll make it up to you with this. And you get the HM2, which contains Fly. It's a wonderfully convenient move. Please put it to good use. I will indeed. So obviously when Charmeleon fully evolves into Charizard, we'll use that, but in case you have like a flying type Pokemon going into the Celadon gym and maybe you're just unsure, just need a powerful, super effective move, you can teach Fly, because HMs, you can use them in battle anytime, but their outside use determines on what badges you have. And I can't remember what gym allows you to use Fly outside of battle. I want to say it's Fuchsia, but I could be wrong. But anyway, I'll go ahead and switch to Nidoking real quick. So you go up to the Snorlax. Now that you have the Poke Flute from Mr. Fuji, you can just play the little song here. It takes a little bit longer than what I would like, but Snorlax woke up, it attacked in Grumpy Rage. So Snorlax is actually a Pokemon I considered using for the team because it is very good. It's super bulky, has good defenses, and a ton of HP as you would expect, just looking at it. For this though, I'm not going to use it. though this is a Pokemon I would definitely recommend if you are looking for a strong, 5th, 6th team member. Could do a whole lot worse than Snorlax, and it's going to have a Chesto Berry. So both the wild Snorlaxes do this. You attack them, and then they'll use rest to put themselves to sleep and heal their HP, and then a Chesto Berry will wake them up right away. Which, as I've said before, it uses it again. Thankfully, it doesn't have 2 Chesto Berries. But yeah, as I've said before, why don't Pokemon that have been put to sleep by status-inducing moves regain HP? So, Snorlax is, I was gonna say it can attack in its sleep too with Snore, so that's why it's a pretty good Pokemon. It very, very bulky, ton of HP, can put itself to sleep to heal itself, but also still attack from sleep, which is something that almost all Pokemon, I think Snorlax might actually be the only one who can do that. Calm down, give a huge yawn, and return to the mountains. So there you go. So in order to do Route 16, again, otherwise known as Cycling Road, you have to have the bike from the shop in Cerulean. You can, I don't even know if you can make the $1 million to pay for one, but if you get that bike voucher from the Pokemon Fan Club chairman, you can get it for free. So again, you can get to Fuchsia City without the bike if you go south of Lavender Town, but if you want the extra experience, or you just prefer going on Cycling Road, you can get the bike from Cerulean City. I won't do all the trainers on camera here, but just to give you a feel for it, most of these biker guys, they'll have poison and ground types. They're very similar to Team Rocket in that sense. But it'll be no problem here for our Hypno that, again, now knows Psychic, which can also lower special defense. So it's a very, very good move on top of being like, I want to say a base 90 power. So yeah, these Coughings and Grimers really don't stand a chance. Don't you dare laugh. Yeah, we all know that fucking Harley's compensating for something. And I like how, oh okay, this one's like, yeah, the cue ball, the boss of them. So the cue balls have a different type of Pokemon. But it's not like they're any stronger. Yeah, it looks like this dude's got fighting type Pokemon now. Unfortunately, the only downside with Psychic, which you'll find that in some of the better moves in this game, that the better moves typically have lower PP. So that they're not like super overpowered. You can't use them freaking 30 times like you would a weak move like, Ember or Water Gun or something like that. But we'll just have to manage that to the best of our ability. I'll probably switch out to Charmeleon now just to get him some experience and also get him fully evolved. Because again, even though Hypno is probably going to be our best option for the Fuchsia City Gym, just based on the type advantage. Charmeleon, well, he will be Charizard by that point, will be that. And Parasect as well, because Parasect is a bug type, but we don't know any bug type moves to attack the psychic types. So that's why I think Charmeleon will be our best option there. I'm surprised these dudes don't have the evolved forms like Primeape and Machoke. You would think if your trainers past the 4th gym in the game, you would at least have a second stage evolution. He started that battle calling me a little mouse, but then he ended it calling me a rat. So essentially he thinks I evolved. And then this guy has a Weezing. Weezing is the evolved form of Coughing and is a physical wall, though its special defense leaves some to be desired. So, okay. Not quite a one-shot, but still pretty good there. Just going to go ahead and use it again. So happy we have this move instead of Ember. I mean, Ember was holding us over pretty well for a while, but Flamethrower is just such a good move. And there it is. Level 36, which is the level that all the starters fully evolve in this game. And finally, we are going to have access to my favorite Pokemon ever. I know that's kind of a cliche or unoriginal favorite, but I absolutely love Charizard. There we go, your Charmeleon evolved into Charizard. And it's trying to learn wing attack, so yes. Now that it gains the flying subtype naturally, it wants to learn a flying type move. I'm going to go ahead and forget Scary Face because, yeah, Charizard's going to outspeed most opposing Pokemon, and never is Charizard going to be a Pokemon that sets up for other team members, so there's no reason to keep Scary Face around in the hopes of slowing down an opposing Pokemon to help, like, you know, Parasect, for example. Because Parasect's ooh, jeez. That was another big voice crack. I don't know what's going on with my... I don't feel sick. But, like, I woke up this morning and, like, I just am, like, raspy. I don't know what it is. I didn't smoke any darts last night. I mean, normally I like to have, you know, a little beer dart here and there. You know, when you're out drinking, you rip a cig, but I didn't have any last night. Yeah, I don't know. Just a raspy boy today, I guess. I'm like that one TikTok of Jojo Siwa. That girl is so fucking weird, dude. But when she's like singing her one song, she goes like, "Oh, oh." Yeah, that's exactly how it sounded. But, and then her, like, I don't know, her singing coach or whatever it would be was like, "Oh my god, she's the raspy today." That's me right now. I don't know why I'm so raspy, but it is what it is. So now we have a little bit more type coverage with Charizard, knowing the flying type moves. Also, might as well teach it fly while we're at it. There we go. Okay, so let me... I'm going to forget Metal Claw just because now that we have a quad weakness to Rock, there's really never going to be a situation where I'm going to use Metal Claw against Rock types. Because A, Rock types are already sturdy, physically defensive-wise, and again, now that we're quad weak, I'm never going to have Charizard out against Rock types anyway, so there's no point in keeping a move that's good against Rock types. So again, as you're going down Cycling Road here, there's just more of those biker guys, so shockingly, that one guy wasn't a required fight. And so some good opportunities to get levels there, but I've done so much off-screen training that I could probably, well, some of Koga's Pokemon are in the level 40s, so maybe I should do some of those. But at the very least, we gotta do the Safari Zone before I do the off-screen training. So here we are in Fuchsia City, has the same theme as Cerulean and Viridian City, so really, Pokemon games didn't start coming up with different themes for different cities until, I don't even know, probably Gen 4, but I could be wrong on that. But anyway, so what you want to do, you have two options once you get to Fuchsia City. You can obviously take on the gym right away. There's some more training south, although you can only train with these two guys until you get Surf. But you can get Surf by going through the Safari Zone, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's where you get Surf. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do... Actually, what happens if you cut this way? I want to say we'll be able to fit... Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so, like, coffee and raspy. I don't feel sick. Like, I literally plan on going to the gym after this because I just feel fine, but But I feel good about doing both the Safari Zone and the gym just because the Safari Zone doesn't really take that long. But again, you have to go through it in order to get... I can't remember if it's Surf or Strength that you get through the Safari Zone. But anyway, you got to pay $500 to go through the Safari Zone and you get 30 Safari Balls. So you have both a time limit and a steps limit, and I can't remember what the steps limit is, but I'm pretty sure if you just open, or maybe that is the time limit is based on your steps. So you get 600 steps, or you can just retire. But as you would guess, you can find a bunch of different Pokemon in the Safari Zone. You can find like Tauros, Scyther if you're playing Fire Red. If you're playing Leaf Green, you can find Pinsir. Kangaskhan, Chansey. Yeah, you can find a lot of different Pokemon. Some of them are pretty good, like Tauros. Kangaskhan are very good Pokemon. You can find, Nidorino, some second stage evolutions, but the trade-off is that you don't battle them like a normal wild Pokemon. You get a Leaf Stone there for free, so if you're trying to fully evolve like a Gloom into Vileplume or Weeping Bell into Victory Bell, you get a free one there instead of having to pay, $2,100 for the evolutionary stone itself. So here we go, yeah. Kangaskhan. I guess even though I don't intend to use a Kangaskhan for the team, I can try to catch it. The Safari Ball, I'm pretty sure, is like the same as a regular Pokeball for catch rate. I could be wrong on that, but so if you throw a rock at it, it'll anger the Pokemon, but it'll make it easier to catch. But as you see there, a trade-off to that, it's more likely to flee. Whereas if you throw the bait, it's less likely to flee, but harder to catch. So you get a max potion. So along with the Pokemon you can find here, you can find some pretty good items, a full restore. So I might go in here, after we've done the gym, and just make sure that I've got all the items from here, because as you saw there, we get some pretty good ones. But for now, I just want to try to get to where we need to be to get Surf. So yeah, like coming in here after you get Surf, you can get some more items, like that one that was inaccessible to us. And that was a complete waste of steps because I ran into a dead end. Well, dead end for us. If we had Surf, we'd be able to traverse it, but that is what we're here for. Execute. So let me see if I want to try to catch a Pokemon here. Again, not for use on the team. Okay, yeah, so gets angry, so now it's easier to catch, but it's more likely to flee. And we just got teased. Okay, still just watching, not fleeing. I don't know how a concentrated group of eggs would flee away, but you know what, execute. Okay, so if you throw the bait, as you see, it'll eat, it's less likely to flee, but now our catch rate is basically back to neutral because we've used one rock and one bait, which, if we're being realistic here, throwing that rock should break the eggs wide open and kill it, but okay, you know what? I didn't want you anyway, you stupid piece of breakfast food. I actually had eggs this morning. Okay, yeah, I don't know the Safari Zone well enough to get through it as quickly as possible. It'll probably take me a couple attempts. There's an item up there we can't get to. How many steps do I have left? 220, so there's no way we're going to be able to get to the end. But at least we're getting some good items here. Yeah, there's just this rest house. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and retire now and just try this again. Because I know we were not going to be getting through there in time. Okay, let's try again here. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and throw on a max repel. I stocked up on some items in the Fuchsia City Mart. Not max heal. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This way I can go through without worrying about running into any Pokemon. Which is kind of ironic. You go to the Safari Zone and you're using a repel. But I'm not here to fill out my Pokedex. I'm here to get some teeth, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. I'm here for some teeth. Okay, I went this way last time. I'm pretty sure that's what you have to do. Okay. Okay, I went down there last time, so this time let's go up. Steel Wing, okay, that's, as you would guess, a steel type attack, but again, really the only Pokemon I would consider teaching that to is Charizard, and I don't really want to. Again, I really just want to have fire and flying type moves for it, and then Mega Kick obviously is the exception to that. Just because Mega Kick's a super, super powerful move, and it's just worth keeping around. There's the gold teeth, nice. And so now you can go here. Double team, we're not pussies over here. Okay, so now you can come in here. I think you have to talk to this guy. You're the first person to reach the secret house. Although I made a campaign for our grand opening, I was getting worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won HM3, and that is for Surf. Yes, okay, so I thought you could get Surf here, but I wasn't Surf. I wasn't sure if you got Surf from the Safari Zone and Strength from the Warden, or the other way around. So now that we have the gold teeth, you want to go ahead and exit. And also Fuchsia City is like a zoo built into the city, so yeah, Voltorb's there. Chansey, which you can find in the Safari Zone, Slowpoke. I think there's a Lapras around here somewhere, which, yeah, but anyway, oh god, my voice keeps freaking cracking. Yeah, so if you go and talk to this guy, if you talk to him before getting the gold teeth, he'll just be speaking gibberish, because, yeah, he doesn't have his dentures in. Thanks, son, you're a real lifesaver. No one could understand a word that I said, not a one. I was too ashamed to even show my face around the office. Let me give you something for your trouble, and you get HM4 for strength. Inside HM4, you'll find strength that lets Pokemon lose boulders when you're outside of battle. Oh yes, did you find the secret house in the Safari Zone? So he's kind of insinuating that you can get another HM, but we already got that, you old geezer. So now with strength, which I'm pretty sure we can use outside of battle. Yeah, I was gonna say Nidoking's probably the only one that can use it. I think I'll probably just forget Horn Attack because they're both normal type moves and strength is 80 base power, whereas Horn Attack is 65, so 15 power better, I guess. So let's go ahead and forget Horn Attack. Although Horn Attack is fitting for Nidoking because it's got that big giant horn protruding out of its face. We'll go ahead and make it so that it forgets how to use its horn and instead uses its giant muscles. Yes, I would like to use strength. I don't know what you get from this, but I can't remember. Oh, you get a rare candy. Okay, that's cool. And what do you have here? Whole Pokemon merchandise is on display. Pokemon photos and fossils on display. You're not going to tell me what it is? It's lame. Okay, so we are, let's see, a little over 20 minutes in. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh yeah, there's a Lapras. Hello, Lapras. So I'm going to go ahead and do some of those trainer battles on Cycling Road. And then when I come back, we'll do the gym battle against the poisonous ninja master. And hopefully get our 5th gym badge. So I will be back in a second. Alright, I've done the cycling road trainer, so we're about as good as we can get as far as levels wise for the gym. I mean, we could go back to Saffron and do the entire Silph Co, so that you're leveled up for both Saffron and Fuchsia, whichever one you wanted to go from that route. Because again, like I said before, you can do gyms 4, 5, and 6 in whatever order. But I want to save Silph Co for its own separate part because, as I've said like 20 times, I don't like Silph Co. So let's just go ahead and do the gym now. Yep, Gary, of course, has been here before. Yo, Jeff the Making. Fuchsia Gym is a tricked up place. It's riddled with invisible walls. Koga might appear close, but he's blocked off. You have to find gaps in the walls to reach him. Yes, so it's pretty easy to see the walls. You might be able to see on the screen there, but the ones with the walls have like the colored dots in the corners. So you see like a normal tile like this, all the dots are like that pinkish color. But the ones with the walls, there's like a purple dot in the 4 corners. So it's pretty easy to navigate on this game. I remember the original games of being harder to see. Or maybe it was just because I'm a dumb 5-year-old kid. So. What the heck? Why do you have a Hypno? This is the poison type gym. Why is there someone with a... You are in the wrong city, my guy. You need to be in Saffron City. What are you doing here? Okay, so that was kind of a curveball I was not expecting. Thankfully, Charizard should be able to handle this thing. Now we are a level below it. Okay, I might have to switch to physical type attack because, as we would know from our own Hypno, it has pretty good special defense. And as I mentioned before, the gyms up to this point we were pretty good levels for. Honestly, Vermilion and Celadon gyms we were over leveled, but I said that it was going to catch up to us, and as you can kind of tell there, I was not lying. Like, these guys quickly... I was a magician once upon a time, but I dreamt of becoming a ninja, so... Yeah, that's quite a career change to go... Wait. You're not even a... Why do you have Psychic-type Pokemon? Why is there Psychic-type Pokemon in the gym? I do not remember this at all. Okay. Well, go Parasect. But yeah, that's quite a career change to go from a magician to a ninja. Even though you're a juggler right now, so... What are you trying to be here, buddy? Unfortunately, Bug is super effective offensively against Psychic, but it doesn't resist it, so... I can't think of any other type matchups like that off the top of my head where, one's weak to one defensively, but neutral offensively. So, yeah. Anyway, we're doing fine here against these Drowsies. Yeah, I'm really surprised that they have Psychic-type trainers in this gym because there's a ton of poison types to use in this game. There's the Coughing line, the Muck line, there's Ekans, there's all the grass poison types that are like ubiquitous in this game. So, I don't know. Future Sight, that's just going to do fairly good damage in the future, so hopefully this one hit carries it. Thank you. Alright, so, well, Parasite gets some run. Again, in a gym I was not expecting her to get any action because we are weak to poison types. Okay, this guy is definitely a poison type trainer. I also study the way of the ninja with Master Koga. Ninja have a long history of using animals. Is that true? Because I'm not much of a ninja expert. Okay, now we're finally getting to poison types at the poison type gym. Oh, Arbok. You use Intimidate, but I'm using a special type attack. So your ability has no effect on me. If I were to use Headbutt right now, I'd probably do like 10 damage because we've been intimidated twice, but Psychic, oh, Psychic is just such a good move. It only has 10 PP, so probably have to, especially when we get to like, later in the game with like the Elite Four and stuff, probably look to invest in some more Ether, just because some of our Pokemon, like Parasect for example, I'm about to use Giga Drain. That only has 5 PP, you know, Hypno only has 10 for Psychic, Charizard only has 15 for Flamethrower. I mentioned that too earlier in this, that usually the better type moves have less PP. Alright, let's okay now, Parasect, you're really fucking this opportunity up. Are we for real? Jeez. I guess I shouldn't have even switched out Hypno to begin with. That was annoying. One Sand attack made us miss 3 Giga Drains in a row, so I guess we'll just go back to using Psychic. That was a complete waste of time. And there's the secondary effect of Psychic. It has a chance to lower your opponent's special defense, which is a very good, like, extra incentive to it. Why is Sand Attack so effective right now? I have missed 5 straight attacks when trying to use a move after being hit with Sand Attack. Thank you. Holy crap, game. Let's not do that again. Jeez. Tamer Edgar. Alright, so now 2 Hyper Potions. Go ahead and use that on Hypno and Charizard. And then I'll use 2 Super Potions on Miss Parasect, who completely sold that little Sand Slash encounter. Okay, so I'll lead with Hypno against the next trainer. And then I'll start to pivot towards Charizard to get him some run. Master Konga comes from an online ninjas. What did you descend from? I'm like Irish and German, so from Celtic warriors. Dude, this is like actually making me mad. Like, why is there 3 Psychic type trainers in a Poison type gym? That's so backwards. Alright, you're using Meditate on a Pokemon that does primarily special attacks. Yep, like, your Meditate has no effect on that Psychic, so I hope you feel smart. Or at least I'll still get the level up for Hypno, so... He's 1 level away from level 40, that I'm fairly confident that's good enough for the gym. I mean, Koga's best Pokemon is a Weezing, I believe, and like we match up well against Weezing because all of our best attackers, oh there we go, we get a burn even though it's, well, all of our best attackers like Charizard, Hypno for this type advantage, and then like Jolteon are all special attackers, so we should fare pretty well even if we're a little lower in levels. And also I wanted to do Fuchsia Gym before Saffron, both for continuity, but also because I think Saffron is much harder than Fuchsia, so I'd rather be caught up in levels for Saffron and lower for Fuchsia than the other way around, you know. The faint invisible walls of Fuchsia Gym have you frustrated? No, actually I'm traversing quite well. I'm doing much better than what I did in Vermilion City, where I had this foolproof strategy that didn't even work. Okay, Parasect. I know I could easily take this thing out with Hypno. I literally just did it 2 minutes ago. But I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself. Even though we only have 2 moves left of Giga Drain, I'm more so just curious to see how much it does. Because it doesn't do quad damage like against a rock and ground type, but still super effective. I mean, that was pretty good. Alright, so Parasect will get a level up here. And an Arbok. So I'm actually... Let's use Nidoking, actually. I was going to use Jolteon and just see how well it did, but thankfully the route on the south side of Lavender Town, there's a bunch of bird trainers there, and so we face a lot of flying type Pokemon, so Jolteon was very, very easy to catch up in levels with the rest of the team. There's also a lot of fishermen on that route too, so water types as well. We were encountering quite a bit, so Jolteon's definitely been the easiest to catch up with levels. Like, I hardly had to do any switch training. Again, part of that's because we get at level 25, but yeah, very easy to I don't even know how much PP we have left on Psychic, but I'm just going to use Ether just in case. And again, I know this is very, very minute amount of HP to restore, especially with a super potion, but it's something I'm just OCD about gym battles, that I have to go in it with full health. Okay. Let's see. Oh, is this another? Nope. This one. Did we already fight that guy on the left? It's gonna bother me. Like, okay, I'm gonna backtrack and fight him because I am also OCD about that. I have to fight all the gym trainers, but I'm not gonna do it on camera, so I'll be... Alright, I went back and fought that guy, and once again it was another dude with 2 Psychic type Pokemon. So of the 4 out of the 6 trainers we fought here in Fuchsia Gym, a Poison type gym, use Psychic types, which are super effective on Poison. So I, for whatever reason, did not remember that at all. That's very backwards to me, but whatever, who cares. Anyway, we're ready to take on Mr. Master Ninja. I'm going to lead with Hypno. And maybe we'll get Charizard some action, maybe Nidoking, but hopefully Hypno can just sweep, but we'll see. Fwahaha, a mere child like you dares to challenge me? The very idea makes me shiver with mirth. Mirth. I didn't even know that was a word. Very well, I shall show you the true terror as a ninja master. Poison brings steady doom, sleep renders foes helpless. Despair to the creeping horror of poison type Pokemon. Yeah, you know, you'd feel like you would hire gym trainers to represent that a little bit better, but instead you hired guys who use Pokemon that are super effective against you. Whatever. And speaking of putting foes to sleep, you can't put my Hypno to sleep because its ability is Insomnia, which I feel bad that it was given that ability because that would be horrible, but he can't be put to sleep. Okay, Muck. Mr. Muck. Muck is a special wall, so Weezing and Muck counterpart, or they go along with each other very well because one's a special wall, the other's a physical wall. So definitely not gonna be able to one-shot this Muck, especially not even gonna be able to two-shot it probably. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, okay, so I see we're using you know what? You're gonna heal. I'm gonna take this time. I know Parasect is weak to poison, but we have a move that never misses. I know you're gonna heal. There it is. And Muck, again, is not a physical wall. It has solid physical defense, but it's not like Weezing where it just eats physical moves. Yep. Minimize all you like, you big pile of shit, but Aerial Ace, why do I always struggle to say that? Okay. That didn't do a lot. Okay. That's gonna hurt. And we're poisoned. Okay. You know, this is fine. Good. Okay. You know what, Parasect? I'm just going to let her faint here, unfortunately. But you played a good role there, because now all we need to do is hit it with one Psychic, and we'll take it out. Now, hopefully it doesn't take us fucking 6 tries to do it, because he's raised his evasiveness 3 times. So, now it's just kind of a waiting game, I guess, and just praying that we don't get poisoned or critical hit. Please hit. Thank you. Okay, I don't know if we're going to be able to stand up to another sludge there, but I guess we'll never know. I wasn't doing the math in my head. Okay, so Parasect, again, does a good job, plays a role there. Now, for whatever reason, he has 2 coughings instead of a Grimer and a coughing. And now his ace Pokemon, Wheezing, as I said, in the low 40s, level 43, but is not a special wall. It has decent special defense, but yeah, not nearly good enough. I don't know if we're going to survive this. 1 HP, but we got poisoned. No way. That is a bad beat. That's alright. Let's go ahead and send out Charizard. Hypno, you did very well there. And he's probably going to heal, so we get a free flame attack. Flamethrower. This should do at least half. And then we'll definitely outspeed it. Yeah. And we got a burn for good measure, so that's what you get for poisoning my Hypno with 1... Oh, I thought he was using a full restore or another hyper potion. There we go. So the first gym where we're like truly underleveled at. No problem. You have proven your worth. Here, take the soul badge. I got soul. Okay. Now that you have soul badge, the defense of your Pokemon rises. Let you use Surf outside of battle. Okay. Take this too. You get TM6. I believe that's toxic. Yes. I'm surprised he didn't try to use that at some point. That is a fantastic move. Honestly, outside, like, Spore is a very good stats-inducing move because it's 100% accurate, but Toxic doubles in power every time the opponent is inflicted with it. So I'm definitely going to teach this to someone. Now, who I teach it to, that'll depend. Because I want to wait to get the 6th team member before I decide on that. But what do you got to say, guy? It's amazing how Ninja can terrify, even now. Whatever, he just got beat by a 10-year-old. Alright, so now 5 badges, and the soul badge, fittingly, is a heart. So that's nice. We're at 25 grand, we're freaking rolling in it. Okay, so now, let's go ahead and heal. And then we can, for the first time, fly to another city. Now, it has to be a city that you've gone to the Pokemon Center, so unfortunately I can't fly to Saffron. But let's go ahead. I'm pretty sure we can use fly outside of battle. Yes, okay. Oh, we can fly to Saffron. Oh, maybe it's just cities you visited. I thought it was a city you had to use the Pokemon Center there, and then you're able to fly to it. I could be wrong on that. Anyway, let's go ahead and fly to Saffron. And this will set us up for the next part. So, next time we're going to do Silphco. Bleh. But we're also going to do... Actually, I might combine the Fighting Dojo and the gym into one. Because the Fighting Dojo really doesn't take you long to get through. So if you go up to the top of the city, as you see there's a bunch of Team Rocket everywhere. They're occupying Silphco. That's why you have to do Silphco before the gym. But there's the dojo right next to the gym. As you see the Team Rocket guy. Don't get defiant or I'll have to hurt you. Whatever. He's blocking the gym. So yes, we'll have to do my absolute favorite thing in this game. And that's do the Silph Company office building. But we'll get through it easy enough. So either I'll I'll probably dedicate Sylph Code to its own standalone episode, and then we'll do both the Fighting Dojo and the gym in the next one, because the Fighting Dojo is essentially like a mini gym, so it would be kind of cool to do 2 gym type, you know, battles in one. So anyway, that'll do it for this part. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got our 5th gym badge. We're feeling good. Definitely going to look to train up Charizard a little bit more through the Sylph Company and the Fighting Dojo, because he is definitely going to be our MVP for the next gym. Alright, so again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for more Pokemon Fire Red. Goodbye.